This presentation video offers you clarity on MML GCCP, that is Master My Life Global Coach Certification Program, which is accredited by ICF for Level 2. I'm going to cover 6 important aspects in this presentation video. The first one, prerequisites to Global Coach Certification Program Level 2 certification. That is what you need to do to get GCCP certification. Number 2 is mentor coaching. Number 3 is coaching call recording called as CCR. Number 4 is buddy coaching. Number 5 is You, Me and Life Coaching Mastery Consortium, that is YML CMC, which is our global coaching practice circle. And number 6 is how to get credentialing from ICF, whether it is SCC or PCC, and what is its process. So these are the 6 aspects I'm going to cover in this small video. The first one is 6 prerequisites to GCCP certification. So the number 1, what you need to do to get the GCCP certificate is you need to submit and present all the 5 assignments, that is A1 to A5, during the reflection sessions of this particular program. So there are 3 reflection sessions in this particular program, R1, R3 and R5. So these assignments need to be submitted during R3 and R5. So for this, I'm going to share with you the batch calendar. This is a standard calendar made for the batch 1, which is the January 2024 batch. Going forward, this video will be seen by many other batches. So do not put focus on the batch dates and the batch timing, because it will change from batch to batch. So right now the focus has to be on the content of this standard calendar. So this calendar will be received by you as soon as you join the program, and you have to understand all the 7 notes very clearly, including the student enrollment form and the policies, procedures and terms and conditions of the Global Coach Certification Program. Now I am going for a calendar. So the program has been designed in such a way that the module 1, which is a coaching process, will be covered mostly on first weekend of the program. So on the first Saturday and the Sunday of the program, the entire coaching process model will be covered. So the calendar has all the detailed information. Then we go for the module 2, which is the ICF Core Competency Development 1. In the module 2, your sessions will happen once a week for 2 hours. And now you see this is a assignment number 1, C9, that is immediately after your first session of the module 2, you have to solve this assignment A1. Now, where is the assignment number 2? So the assignment number 2 is in C14 session. So where the session doesn't have a date, that means it is not taught by the live faculty. So you have to do the homework. So this entire session is based on the homework, and then you submit and present your assignment during the reflection session. Now, where is this particular reflection session R3? It is at the end of the module 3, right? So at the end of the module 3, there is a R3 session. In the R3 session, you will submit and present 3 assignments, A1, A2 and A3. So the A1 is the assignment which is related to ICF CC1 demonstrate ethical practice. A2 is an assignment which relates to your self and social awareness, and A3 is an assignment that relates to your core competency development CC1 to CCA. These are all the assignments. So you will get all these assignments in your coach study guide. So for example, this is your assignment number 1, ICF Code of Ethics, for which what you have to do is clearly mentioned here. So which links you have to refer is clearly mentioned here. What is the assignment number 2? It is who am I? Self-discovery. Right. So these 2 questions you need to answer. What is assignment number 3? It is on ICF 8 core competencies. So this assignment you have to solve and then submit and present during the reflection session R3. What is assignment number 4? It is who am I? Core strengths and values. Again, all the reading material, all the backup which is necessary for you to submit these assignments is already into your coach study guide called as CSG. What is assignment number 5? It is who am I? Realization. So these 5 assignments is what you must submit and present during the reflection sessions. Then the second aspect of you getting the certification is you need to attend all the 4 observed coaching sessions. Your first observed coaching session, which is codenamed as O1, observed coaching session 1, is at the end of the module 2. So what is this observed coaching session? In this observed coaching session, there will be 1 student coach and 1 student coachee. That is, 1 student in a breakout room of Zoom session will take a role of a coach. 1 student will take a role of a coachee, and there will be 1 faculty coach come assessor who will be observing the coaching session, And at the end of the coaching session, the assessor will give a detailed feedback, followed by that a written assessment to the coach. So every observed coaching session has two coaching sessions. So in one coaching session, a student will become coach. In another coaching session, the same student will become coachee. So one observed coaching session will get you opportunity to become coach once, get the feedback on your coaching once, followed by that one assessment report. How many observed coaching sessions are there in this particular program? So if you see, at the end of the M2, this is O1. At the end of the M3, this is O2. At the end of M4, observed coaching session 3, that is O3. And at the end of M5, observed coaching session O4. So these are the 4 observed coaching sessions in the entire program. And at the end of the program, there is a mentor coaching, right? So in the mentor coaching, there are 4 group mentor coaching sessions and there are 3 individual mentor coaching sessions. Again, we will go back to the calendar is a master document, right? So if you see, the program is of 5 modules. So this is M5, so coaching mastery. So you complete this particular M5 when you present your who am I presentation. And now at the end of the training, there is a mentor coaching. How many group mentor coaching sessions are there, which is already there in your calendar? GMC1. GMC means group mentor coaching. GMC1, GMC2, GMC3, GMC4, right? So these are the structured calendared sessions, followed by that 3 individual mentor coaching sessions. Right, so the 3 individual mentor coaching session, the dates and timing will be decided between the learner and the mentor coach. Now, how you will get the mentor coach? At the end of the GMC, right, during the 4th GMC session, you will receive a form for your mentor coach preference. You will be given 6 options of the mentor coach, out of which you will give us your preference 1 and preference 2. Out of these 2 preferences, a mentor coach will be allotted to you, and then you will discuss individually with that particular mentor coach, right? So this is the group mentor coaching and individual mentor coaching. Then you have to submit minimum 10 hours of buddy coaching logs during the entire program, right? So now again, where it is mentioned, again the calendar is a master document. For everything you have to refer to the calendar. Now this is your M1 coaching process, right? So at the end of M1, right, so there is a reflection session. In the reflection session, buddy coaching triads will be formed. So there will be triads of the 3 students per triad, and you will do the buddy coaching between that small group. Now, what is this coaching log? Coaching log is nothing but a Excel sheet record of the coaching you have done. So a format will be given to you, a Excel sheet format. You have to just fill to whom you have coached, for how much time you have coached, and there is some information related to the coaching session, what you have to fill in that particular format. Like that, as a coach, you must conduct minimum 2 sessions by the end of the M2, and those need to be submitted to the MML operations through a Google Drive link. So that MML operations will explain you during the induction program. Then at the end of the M3, right? So earlier 2 plus another 3. So the total 5, approximately one session has to be for say 60 minutes. Then at the end of M4, right, you will increase that cumulative count to the 7, and at the end of M5, your cumulative count of the buddy coaching log submission has to be minimum 10 coaching sessions, in total approximately 10 hours of buddy coaching, right? So this is the buddy coaching which is already mentioned in the calendar. Again, in the induction program, the operations team is going to explain you the details of the buddy coaching, right? So these are all the mandatory parts, because if you don't do it, your competency will not be developed. So this is a must. Then you must pass the final performance evaluation. What is that? You will submit a coaching call recording to MML. MML will evaluate that particular coaching call recording, and if, right, 70% plus of the time you have made the CC and the PCC markers requirement, you will be pass in that particular final performance evaluation. Again, this particular detailed information you will understand during the program. And while doing all these, you must follow the MML Code of Conduct and the ICF Code of Ethics. Of course, MML Code of Conduct and the ICF Code of Ethics is already there into your program configuration document, but I will show you directly on the website as well. So this is a Master My Life website. If you go at the end of this particular website, you have to click on the MML Code of Conduct. You have to click on the Code of Ethics. So all this information, right, your fee refund policy, diversity and inclusion statement, everything is there on the website itself. So please study MML website. Then you have to study the ICF website. This particular certification is accredited by ICF, right? So in the ICF website, you go to the credentialing and standards. Click on the credentials and path. So this is the PCC level program. So click on the PCC credential and you will understand all the requirements. We were talking about the ICF code of ethics. Now how to go to the ICF code of ethics. So this is a search button. Go to the search and type code of ethics and then search. You will get the ICF code of ethics. Click on the ICF code of ethics and you will get all the information. So these are the prerequisites to get MML GCCP ICF level 2 accredited professional coach certification. Now just a brief on the mentor coaching. So how much mentor coaching is a part of this GCCP program? Total 12 hours of mentor coaching, out of which 8 hours is group mentor coaching called as GMC and 4 hours is individual mentor coaching called as IMC. Right, out of the IMC 4 hours, 3 hours is synchronous. What is synchronous? Wherein you will interact directly with the faculty. Right, so the 3 sessions of 1 hour each, and 1 hour is a asynchronous, that is your homework. You will submit some write-up to the mentor coach, which we have calculated as approximately 1 hour of your time investment. The 4 group mentor coaching sessions which are part of your calendar are coaching process, application of core competencies, coaching practice challenges and solutions, and the key success factors. These are the 4 group mentor coaching session, information of which is already there into the calendar. Followed by that, there are 3 individual mentor coaching sessions called as IMC. In the first session, there will be assessment and feed forward on your coaching call recording called as CCR number 2, which you will submit at the end of your M5. What is the precondition to take appointment with the mentor coach for IMC 1? That is, you must submit the CCR 2 at the end of your module 5 and you have to receive the assessment report from the assessor. Now the IMC 2, where you have to discuss with the mentor coach on the core competencies where you are looking for further development. And what is a precondition for you to take appointment with the mentor coach for IMC 2? That is, you have to send an email to the mentor coach on your own self-assessment on the CC development areas. That is, you think that, okay, there are 8 CCs, out of which in these 2 CCs, I need further support and the development. That email you will send to the mentor coach. Followed by that, you will finalize this particular date and time of the IMC 2. Then the final IMC session is IMC 3, wherein you will discuss on the challenges what you are facing, right? And what can be the solutions and the way forward is the what mentor coach will mentor you on. What is the precondition for it? You have to submit a write-up through email to the mentor coach. That is, these are the challenges I am facing. And by that time, you must have completed at least 10 hours of coaching practice, because if you have not completed a sizable number of hours of the coaching practice, how you will really understand the challenges being faced by you. So this is the mentor coaching GMC plus IMC. Now the coaching call recording called as CCR, a short form of coaching call recording is CCR. So there are 2 coaching call recordings you need to submit during this entire 5 module 3-month coaching education program. First CCR you have to submit at the end of module 3, which is called as M3. Second CCR you have to submit at the end of module 5, which is called as M5. All the CCRs, both the CCRs must be submitted along with a transcript and a self-assessment. So the formats of the self-assessment will be given to you by MML operations, and they are already there into your calendar as well as PCD and in coach study guide. And then you have to submit this audio coaching call recording along with the transcript. Now, how to get this particular transcript? Again, the operations will give you a detailed information on which website you have to go to get this particular transcript. So what is the objective of the first CCR submission? That is, you will get the assessor's feedback on your own strengths as a coach and improvement areas as a coach on the CCs, 8 CCs and the PCC markers. What is the objective of your second CCR? It is the final performance evaluation, pass or fail for this particular program to get the GCCP certification. So these are the 2 CCRs you are going to submit during this entire 3-month coaching education program, followed by 3 months of mentor coaching. So coaching practice, which is 10 hours of buddy coaching logs that you will submit during this 3-month of coaching education program. This is a format. Again, this particular format link is there into your program configuration document. It is there into your coach study guide. So here, like this, you have to submit the information, the detailed information, that is whom you have coached, how you have coached, the type of coaching, is there any learning for you as a coach from this particular coaching session, have you got any feedback from the coachee, what is that feedback, and after understanding this, what do you think is your competency development plan? So this is a learning oriented coaching call records kept in a Excel sheet format, which you will submit to MML operations from time to time. So this is a buddy coaching log. Now YML CMC membership. So at the end of this particular program, that is at the end of M5, when you will start your group mentor coaching, at that time you can take the membership of YML CMC. Why you have to take the membership of the YML CMC? Number one, YML CMC includes a coaching business module wherein a live faculty will teach you social media marketing, personal branding, and client acquisition. So this coaching business related know-how and training is a part of the YML CMC. It is not the part of the GCCP program. Then in YML CMC, you will get support for the ICF credentialing, whether you will go for the SCC credentials or the PCC credentials, that support will be provided to you in YML CMC. In YML CMC, there will be observed coaching sessions for every month. There will be knowledge sessions every month. And you will have great international networking opportunities in YML CMC, and you will get your business coaching business development support in YML CMC. These are the benefits for which you should take membership of the YML CMC. So there are three types of membership. One is a membership for 1 year, for which you have to pay 300 USD. Then there is a membership for the 3 years, for which you have to pay $600. And if you want a lifelong membership, then you have to pay $990. Now the last part of this presentation video is ICF credentialing. If you have to apply for ICF for a PCC credentials, then you must complete the Global Coach Certification Program coaching education part, that is M1 to M5, followed by that mentor coaching, that is GMC plus IMC. Step 2, you have to get the GCCP certificate from MML by meeting all the 6 prerequisites and submitting a self-declaration Google form to MML, which Ops team will give it to you at a later date. Step number 3 is you have to complete a 500 hours of coaching practice, out of which minimum 450 hours need to be paid coaching. Of course, you will get that particular paid coaching support in YML CMC through peer-to-peer coaching, while you will maintain the coaching logs in a ICF format. The ICF format is a much simpler format than the MML buddy coach format. The ICF format of the coaching log is already there into program configuration document PCD, as well as into the coach study guide CSG. Credentialing is between a student and ICF directly. MML role is only a support role, right? We do not seek any documentation of the credentialing from the learner. So you have to directly submit the application to ICF. Do not submit any kind of coaching logs in ICF format to MML. What coaching logs we ask? Only the buddy coaching logs in MML format for the learning purposes. Then the step 4, you will apply directly online to the ICF under level 2 path, right? So there are 3 paths: level 1, level 2 and portfolio. Level 2 path is what you have to apply, where the fees are minimal, and which is the fastest application path, where you don't have to submit any coaching call recordings to the ICF for the evaluation, because your final performance evaluation is already completed at MML GCCP, right? So what you have to do during that application, you have to choose the level 2 path, and you have to upload the MML GCCP certificate, MML GCCP level 2 certificate. Once you do that, ICF will send you ICF credentialing exam link and will give you minimum 60 days time to complete the exam. All the information is already available on ICF website on this particular pattern of the credentialing exam, how to take the credentialing exam. And this anyway you will do not only at the end of the program, but after the end of program, maybe after 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, when you will complete your 500 hours of coaching practice, at that time only you are going to apply to the ICF for the PCC credentialing. And finally, of course, you have to pass this particular credentialing exam and receive the PCC credential from the ICF. For level 2, ICF takes only 4 weeks to issue you PCC credentials. And how to crack this particular credentialing exam and everything is a part of your YML CMC training. And remember, for all the credentialing related matters, always refer to the ICF website, which is a very structured and the informative website, which has all the information related to the credentialing. So with this, I congratulate you for taking a right decision to join MML GCCP and embark on the path of being a competent, successful and contributing coach.